Hello and welcome back. This is Grillenheimer. Now, I have a whole lot of battle cards to go over. And I've tried this, we're recording this multiple times, and it's just gone way too long. The first one was around 20-something minutes. Then the second time was 25, 27. Then the last time I was in my car, it went 30, 31 minutes. And I'm like, this is too long. So let's just break this up and do it in a few parts. Let's see here. Okay, so let's go over about 4 upgrades and 3 stratagems, and that'll be it for this video. First of all, let's look at a really old idea from summer of 2020, which I came up with the green Heat Visor, and it was a very strong card. And the green Heat Visor is a picture of Tarantulas from one of the early episodes of Beast Wars. And it's really like a thermal thing that he was using to find Rat Trap, and Rat Trap used the hotbox, hotbox kind of thing, Well, I thought the green Heat Visor originally, its ability, it turned everything that you flipped is a green. You could just swap for any of them. And some people are, oh, that's really a little bit too strong. That needs to be a star card or something. And I thought, well, yeah. And I just sort of dropped it. I haven't mentioned it since then, or really played with it much either. Well, I had to get, that the one big file that I had in the MSC last year, or my first file, got corrupted, and it was one of the ones that got lost in there. So I needed to update it. I needed to recreate it. So I had to do it from scratch. And I made it a blank card, a blank pip card. It's an upgrade utility. Anybody can wear this. I did make it a star card, but after the equipped character battles, you may swap for any white or black pip as if it was green pip. Okay, I think that's just a scam call. But so it's not just going to be any pip colors. You're not going to be able to get orange or blue or red if you're playing with red, or gosh, what else do we have? Or anything else. It's only you can swap for green, but with green Heat Visor, it's going to turn your black and whites into green, and you can swap for one of those instead. As long as this is on your character. You are going to have to give up a star to have this in your deck, though. So you'll probably likely only have one of these in your deck if you want to go that route. And there are a couple of good white and black pip cards that you definitely were like, you could be like, wow, I can get that back now on the flip. Yeah, as long as whoever is wearing this battles, you can get it back. So that's the green Heat Visor updated. Let's look at the Key to Vector Sigma, which has also been updated a little bit. It's still really the same. I took the star off. If I originally had this as a star card, again, another blank pip card, that's an upgrade. Utility, because utilities I feel like are like any accessories that's neither a weapon or an armor, and that's where, like I said, our Power Masters are going to go once I officially bring Power Masters back to the game, or to the game. I've got a lot in the wing. I got to get back into those as well, but right now I'm knee deep in the undisclosed chapter. So I'm really working on those right now. But the Key to Vector Sigma is no longer a star card. It's +2 to attack, bold 2, and pierce 2. But this can only go on leaders. And scrap this upgrade after battle. So it's a nice little card. That's going to be a nice oomph from the utility side of things. It's pretty much the same card. But now that I learned the hard way of how to make these cards and what I'm doing, and make them functional, look right, sound right, etc., etc. It, instead of parentheses, leaders only or whatever, it's put on leaders only, bold 2, pierce 2, scrap this upgrade after battle, +2 to attack. Gyaris. Sorry. So, I wonder who that kid was anyway. I was listening to, I found some arrangement music of that old Genesis shooting game on YouTube somewhere. It was pretty cool. I'm like, oh my gosh, I missed this game. Sorry. So that's the key to Vector Sigma updated. It's still a super rare. I didn't bother that there. The green Heat Visor is a rare with a star. Let's move on to something new. Let's look at the Titan Blaster. Now, the Titan Blaster is Necro Titan's gun. Well, who is Necro Titan? I didn't even know. A friend of mine, he sent me these pictures. He's like, hey, let's do a character. Do it this way, this way, this way, this way. I'm like, okay. And I just did what I was told for the most part. And it's not a bad character. It was a little too strong. That was about 3 months ago. Come up about a week or so ago. About 3 months later, after creating it, you're like, man, every time I put it doesn't lose, and so maybe I need to bring this stat down, this stat down. There's a misspelling here. I'm like, oh yeah, okay, and so we fixed it up a little bit, and I had to find the images again. When I looked up the images, I found the gun. I found his weapon. And so it's not only for Necro Titan only. I didn't do that because nobody on the custom page, well, some people might know who Necro Titan is. I sure didn't. I had to look it up, which I think is actually a female character, which is a recolor or repaint of Metroplex that I think is a Quintesson. But don't quote me on that. I don't know where these characters are coming from. Like I said, I haven't read Transformer comics in 20 years. So the Titan Blaster is an upgrade weapon with, originally it was +4. I originally had this just like a grenade launcher. But I changed it just a little bit. So it's a +3 to attack while the upgraded character has 19 stars or more. So anyone can wear this and get the +3 for the weapon. You're still gonna have to scrap it after the battle. But anyone with 19 stars, it's gonna give them bold 1 and pierce 1. So it's not exactly as strong as, say, I don't know, everybody should have I can hear Dan Arnold saying it. Oh gosh, the weapon that has +3 to attack and 3 pierce. I forgot what they're called. Anyway, so it's not that strong, but you're going to be able to get bold 1 off of it too, and pierce 1. Originally it was attack of 4, bold 1, and I thought, this is a really big gun. And so maybe I changed to where anybody could equip it, but if they're 19 stars or more, like so Omega Supreme, any of your combiners could easily wear this. Bruticus Defensor, well, I have a Defensor. Oh gosh, any of the big guys, anything with 19 stars or more, Metroplex, Necro Titan, if you want to include him, Triptychon, whoever. This might be a decent one to put in your deck, but being a blank card, you may not want many, maybe 1. Even then, it's, you could still use that utility that gives you bold 2, so you have a utility with bold 2, the Titan Blaster with +3 and bold 1. You've got the base plus the 3 to attack and bold 3. And maybe a supercharge for your action card and have bold 6. About normally near the end of the game, whoever's left in the field are normally pretty decked out anyway. So that's the Titan Blaster. Next is the Allspark. I showed this online on Facebook. Here it is. I'm about to say, where'd it go? The Allspark is... I did swap the, somebody suggested, I think it was, I'll just say Chuck. Sorry, I know you're not a Peanuts character, but I did swap the verbiage here, and it is the Allspark is an upgrade utility. Maybe I'm king of the utilities. Orange and blue pip card. I made it a 1-star card. Because this has got a lot going for it. This is a picture of the Allspark from the episode 1 of Transformers Animated, when they found it on the comet or asteroid, that the whole story started for Animated, which is just great. A great show if you haven't seen it already. When you equip this on a damaged character, repair 1 damage to it. Yeah, that's not much, is it? No, but it's an upgrade with orange and blue pips, so it's going to be great for your flips. It may be a star card, but it's going to give anyone wearing this utility +1 to attack and +1 for defense. And then there's this. I'm really trying to bring back and utilize older cards nobody really likes to use. While this is equipped on a character and you play a zap for turn, repair 2 to any character on your team. So you have a damaged character and you put this utility on them, you put the Allspark on them, you're going to repair them by 1, which isn't a big repair, but then you play a zap for turn, you can repair 2 more. And it doesn't have to be on the equipped character, it can be anybody on your team. So if you got a Brainstorm, you got the Allspark, you got some zaps and medics, you might be winning the game, or at least, if not winning, healing some big time. So and I'm kind of wondering, with a lot of the custom stuff that we have now, not just looking at my stuff, which I don't know if anyone's using, but a lot of people really like this Allspark, and I thought long and hard about that. And originally I had while this is equipped on a character on the top, and when you equip this on the bottom, but it was suggested, and I went ahead and flipped it. It's a rare, it's a star card. It says 7 out of 7. Again, I don't really do sets, but it's in a list of like a lot of stuff here. I've got the bear paws are in here. If you remember the bear paws, I got the red characters in here, Cheetor and Red Soundwave, Red Megatron, Grand Finale, and some other stuff in here I'm not going to mention yet that I have yet to reveal. It's just been, videos are slow. It's been a rough summer. It's been a busy summer. So there's that. That's the Allspark. Let's quickly look at Chopper Angel. If we haven't, I've tried recording so many videos, I don't know what I've revealed or not. Chopper Angel is for the Specialist Flame Warrior, Special Ops Hunter. She's a 7-star character. This will make her an 8-star character, so her health is going to go up 2. Her defense is going to come up by 1. Specialist Flame Warrior has Focus 1 in her bot mode. Well, this is also going to give her Focus 1 in her alt mode, and she's going to give her Pierce 1 in both modes. So there's that. So that's Chopper Angel. I was tried to be really creative on the name. Used her motorcycle mode for the picture. I think it looks pretty good. So there's Chopper Angel. This is an old one that I actually came up with early last year, like July, August, about a year ago. Scouting the enemy. And I have below scrapping the enemy's weapon hold. Okay. And it's a stratagem. It shows Power Glide, but this is just a stratagem you can have in play that will affect your whole team. Each time you flip one of your characters from bot mode to alt mode with a plane trait, your opponent reveals their hand and then scrap one of their cards if you can. which basically is implying if they don't have a hand, you can't scrap anything from them, basically. So you got some planes and you got scouting the enemy. You flip someone from bot to alt. Let me see your hand. Scrap that card. You know? Oh, you got the Allspark? Scrap that card. Oh, you got Bolt of Lightning? Scrap that card. So it's like being able to see your enemy, what they've got, and scrapping and making them scrap something out of their hand. So there is that, scouting the enemy. Our last card is going to be, oh, where are they? The gang's all here. Fembots Unite. Here we go. It is a hybrid stratagem because there's a lot of stuff going on here too. It's a picture of the female Autobots from the G1 show. It's actually a flipped image. It's not, well, it's the original image, but I try to flip everything when I can. Even scouting the enemy, Power Glide is flipped there too. He was actually coming in from the other angle. But Fembots Unite. Now, that's a trait. We have a lot of female characters now. Some characters I've never heard of. Necro Titan is even a female character, from what I understand. Alita 1, Chromia, RC, Flame War, Nightbird. Now, it's not going to affect Nightbird. I didn't get into them. But let's look at this. This is really neat. And it's only a 1-star stratagem, but this is strong depending on who you have on your team. Female Maximals. So if you're playing with a custom, I don't know, one of my Air Razors or my Air Razor or a hybrid Black Arachnia that's also half Pred, half Maximal, of course, or half Maximal, half Predacon. It's going to be the same either way here. If female Maximals or Predacons can have 2 weapons, in 1 weapon slot. Female Decepticons, so that first line can affect Air Razor and Black Arachnia easily. They can have 2 weapons in 1 weapon slot. Female Decepticons, Flame War. We have a Seeker or 2 that is female. If anyone makes a custom Hotlink, I believe Hotlink is a female Seeker. Is Sunstorm female? There's one, you have to really look at the details. Like if it says this instead of this, it may say she in the ability. So really pay attention to detail and know who your female characters are. Oh goodness. I think somebody may have even made a custom Moon Racer or Firestar, which would be cool. That would be cool. And I think I have seen them on the custom page. I could be wrong about it. It's been a while and it's been pretty quiet except for me. And I'm really not trying to toot my own horn. It just sort of turned. I like having conversations. I feel like I'm talking to myself sometimes. Female Decepticons can have 2 utilities in 1 utility slot. So yeah. The Allspark may be a star card. This is a star card. Could you have 2 Allsparks on 1 character? Yeah, if you want 2 star cards in your deck. Yeah, a female Decepticon could have 2 Allsparks. Female Autobots can have 2 armors in 1 armor slot. So playing around with multiple upgrades in the different kinds of slots to help them out a little bit. So I thought that was pretty neat. So that is Fembots Unite. We went scouting the enemy, kind of an update. Chopper Angel, I don't think I've gone over, but I could be wrong. The Allspark was new. The Titan Blaster was new. The Key to Vector Sigma we updated. The green Heat Visor we updated a little bit. And just there's so much more to come. I've done there's a lot of action cards that that is the bulk of this. But I think this will be good to just try to get these out of the way, about these 7 cards. And we'll see you next time in part 2. As always, be safe, have fun, have a blessed day, and as always, Autobots, flip out and let's roll.